Staying up. I'm wilding out. I'm leaning in.
Hey, what's up guys, we have the new Micromax Canvas Selfie. The USP of this device is the 13MP front camera, that meaning that as the name suggests, the phone is made for very good quality selfie. You also get lots of editing options in the front camera. So it comes in a fairly big box. You can see the MRP, you would see it's closer to 20,000, but online right now you would get it for about 15,000. And once you open the box, which is another thing I think I don't like, is that you cannot lock the box back in. Yeah, it kind of keeps open. And then here you'll find the Canvas Selfie. It's a beautiful device. We'll come back to the device just in a bit. Here's some of the information, and then you get a pouch or a packet where you get the earphones, very premium quality earphones, but then they do not have the volume control button. Also has silver audio jack, micro USB 2.0 cable, and then you have the 1.5 ampere wall charger. You also get a screen guard free, and then your manuals, the warranty cards and stuff. The phone is all plastic, but then it's very good looking and also feels quite rugged. You cannot open the back flap. However, this nice leatherite accent that's kind of was borrowed from that Note 3, and you see that fall stitch cover as well. But this is very high quality and I love it. Also, I love this part where it's kind of extended towards almost towards the phone. This gives you great grip while you are using this phone as a gaming device. This also could have been come here, but for some reason it wasn't extended the same way as the bottom here. Apart from that, you also have this very nice silver color, brushed metallic look here, although this is plastic, but this buttons here are made of metal actually. So you have a 4.7 inch IPS screen. It's HD resolution, 720p. It's protected by Gorilla Glass 3. And there your USP, the 13MP front camera. It's also accompanied by a flash here, which is a soft flash, you can say, and then your notification LED lights and other stuff. So you would get the shortcut keys here, home, back, and the recent menu, as well as the home screen customization or the menu button. Here you have, let's see, the volume rocker, micro USB 2.0 port, a mouthpiece, the dedicated hardware button, and only one slot for your micro SIM or a nano SIM. So it supports dual SIM. You can either use a micro SIM or you can use a nano SIM, or in the place of the nano SIM you can use a micro SD card as well. Both of them supports 3G, by the way. Power button and 3.5mm jack. Behind, a beautifully designed 13MP autofocus camera, and there you can see a max aperture of f by 2.0, which is very fast and great in the low light. You have dual LED flash on both sides, and then the Mi branding, and there's the speaker grill. So it feels great in hand, does not slip away easily. It's also not very heavy. It should be close to about 130 grams and about just over 8 mm of thickness. So an amazing looking device, absolutely love it. The HD display is quite bright, although not the crispest one. So I can go to brightness, and that's the max brightness you get, and then I can also show you how it looks in the lowest brightness setting. You see, still everything is readable, so it's quite a bright display, although not very crisp. Now I'll just probably and then keep it auto. And also it has, well, decent viewing angle. It's an IPS screen. See, decent viewing angle here. So you're going to check out our color cards, and you will see that it's kind of just about oversaturated the red palette here, but apart from that it's almost okay. The black is very dark, which is a good thing. Well, not exactly as dark as an AMOLED screen would give you, but still. So overall, a more than decent screen here. So the Canvas Selfie runs Android 4.4.2, and then you have Micromax's own UI on top. So lots and lots of customization. You do not have a dedicated app drawer, and all the icon faces are different, you can see. And there are lots and lots of third-party ads, my god. So you have the usual Google default apps, but then you have some of the in-house apps like Me Live and Me Games, which are mostly browser based. That's okay, but then there are so many third-party apps. You see all these, and also you have these extra games and all, so for which the device actually lag. So whenever I'm using this, you must have already seen that bit of lag. That lag is not significant, it's not readily noticeable, but it's there. Notification bar and quick function toggle bar, it's smooth, but it's not always so. It lags a bit, and specifically when you multitask a lot, it lags quite a bit. You see, total space about 12.1, so 10.8 is about available, and then your about device, and then the dialer. For messaging, by default you have SwiftKey, which is okay, a good enough one, and then your browser, the HTML5 test 404, which is average really. And we'll straight away go to the camera, which is of course the USB of this device. See, it's not exactly lag free, yeah, and the camera lags as well, yeah, not very smooth. And those are your customization options, your eye, slim face, and all those things. Those are mainly useful when you're using the selfie here. You see, so it could recognize my face immediately, and it does not let it go, which is a good thing. And because it has a 13 MP camera, you see how bright and detailed my face looks. Also, it keeps the focus on my face, which is another very good thing. Now suppose if I go, I can do a whitening on my screen here. I can smoothen my screen as well. Skin, sorry. So it does not show my age or otherwise. But and effects are quite fast. However, I think the autofocus is hunting just a bit. And let's not take a photo, and you see this, you'd see my face is quite smoothen up out there. Yeah, then you have the settings around here. It's not a widescreen sensor, so obviously you'd get 13 MP only when you have an aspect ratio of 4:3. Otherwise, in 16:9, you'll come down to a lesser resolution. The photo and video quality are excellent, to say the least, under enough light. The details are there even at 100%. Color rendition is proper. Saturation, as I told you, just like the screen, even the camera actually tend to oversaturate the red color a bit, but then we've seen that a lot. The videos are sharp enough, there is no fuzziness even on the sides, so good enough even under a low light. The selfie camera is great. Well, I would say not up to the level of the Desire Eye. The Desire Eye was slightly better because it kind of automatically detects and automatically smoothen the faces and all. Yeah, you kind of have to do it manual, but still it's a very good selfie camera. We'll check out some music. So you can see without the FX booster, the sound is louder, but then it's flatter. With FX booster, the sound, the loudness reduces quite a lot, but then you recover that bass. Also the treble is proper. So probably I would use it in this one if I'm inside a room, not in a crowded place. But in a crowded place, probably I would like to switch off the FX booster because the loudness increases there. But the speaker could have been louder. We did some benchmark testing and it continuously scores well decent, above average, within the top 10 really. We also did some gameplay testing, and it could play two of our games, Modern Combat 5 and Asphalt 8, very nicely without any lag, smoothly. However, the game Dungeon Hunter 5 somehow crashes on it. Now we don't know the reason, just to take a note of it. So then, would you buy the Micromax Canvas selfie phone? At the cost of 20,000, I think it was quite pricey, but then now that you get it for even under 15,000, it makes a very strong case. It has some good competition, the Zenfone 5. It also has the Mi 4 is slightly more expensive than this one, and there are other phone as well which is closer to the 15,000 mark. However, its USP and where it really does a commendable job is the selfie camera. So if you're a selfie freak, then at 15,000 you cannot beat the Canvas selfie. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything related to this phone, and we'll try to answer them. And please subscribe and share this video to share the love. Thank you.